Hello, YouTube. After a $2.7 trillion rally, the market seems awfully resilient because we're actually going sideways when I was expecting for us to go down. If you look over here to our seasonality chart, this is the same thing we've been talking about. We have a low, higher low, and then we start going sideways. Low, higher low. So we got our low, higher low, higher low. Now we start going sideways. And this move lower is not a guarantee. As a reminder, this is a template. We can note that we've only just started really going sideways, which means that we only really have like one, two, three, four, five different candles. If we make this look a little bit more close, we go here to a line chart. And what does it look like? Well, here we got line chart with markers, and it just looks like maybe we're just starting this period where maybe we go sideways for a little bit longer. Maybe we don't even go down. Maybe this is it. So I want to explain the reason why I think this might be happening. And we're going to get to that in a moment. I just want to pay homage to Charlie Munger first. This news just crossed. This legend of Wall Street just passed away at age 99. And man, this guy's sharp. For someone who was 99 years old, when you hear him talk, he was articulate, he was smart, and he's going to be deeply missed. So hearts go out to him. Moving forward, we can see here that the stock market saw little moves after a $2.7 trillion rally in November that was fueled by bets the Federal Reserve may be ending hiking cycle to prevent recession. And the dollar erases 23% decline. What does that mean? Hey, it's like after Thanksgiving, which we just had, you're like, oh my God, I can barely fit my belt, right? My belt's all turned. I got a gut. I just need to go sideways to digest this move. Is that what we're doing here? We're digesting the move. Maybe we go in for a little bit of apple pie. And then after everything gets digested, we're like, yep, I'm ready for more. I want leftover turkey sandwiches. I want more apple pie. I think that might be what's happening here. And to make the story really simple, we went over it on the stream this morning. We went through it in detail on the video yesterday. All we want to focus on are going to be these warning signs here. So tomorrow we're going to get a revision to GDP. I don't think it's going to be a headline number. We're going to get the close of the month into Thursday, and then we got PCE, and then we got Jerome. But we're going to focus on these 3 points right here because these were the warning signs that we were going to go down. So it's definitely a warning that we've stopped going up and we're going sideways. It doesn't mean we have to go down. For us to go down, I'm going to be looking for this 3-step recipe. Number one, daily lower low with a close below the previous low. Do we get that? No. All right, now let's go back over here to SPY, and let's just remove everything to make it nice and easy to follow along. So all we're looking for here is the fact that we now actually have a daily bullish engulfing candle, but we didn't close over the previous candle high. So this morning when the market opened, we were below. We have our daily low. Daily lower low, but we did not close below. So what does that mean? We don't even have the warning yet. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. It could happen. We got that happen yesterday as well. Daily lower low. And yesterday we actually closed below the low. But today we negated it or avoided that move. I'm going to ask you for a huge, huge favor. If you could please consider smashing that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. I thank everyone for the support ahead of time because, frankly, it's just been really refreshing to see that so many people want to learn about the stock market. We put out videos every single day. So number one's a warning. It's not confirmation. Daily lower low, close below the previous low. That happened yesterday. What failed to happen today? Follow through. So it just looks like it was a trap, right? Belly got fat, but maybe we're going to talk about the Teflon in a moment like I put in the title of the video. I just want to make sure that the jokes come a little bit later. Let's focus on what's serious, making money. And then we'll come back and talk about the other things. Warning number 2, SH swing algo. Do we have that? Well, normally I would not share this, but like I mentioned, we have our Black Friday sale on right now. So part of my thesis in regards to us going sideways without confirmation lower is kind of evidenced here. If we look, going back to Thursday, we had PSQ, which is inverse the NASDAQ. NASDAQ goes down. We also had SH. Well, the one on Friday held for PSQ, but SH failed. PSQ fired yesterday, fired today. SH fire today, they're all fails. So what does that mean? The market is trying to go up, which is what a whisper alert is, but it's not yet actually confirmed it. I know this might not make sense to the average viewer, but we're looking for a swing algo. So swing algo is different than a swing whisper. Whisper means on the next candle, we're going to get the alert. So what I'm specifically looking for happened yesterday, daily lower low with a close below the low. I believe today was a day for the bears to capitalize on the momentum, and they failed. They have a failed breakdown. It's a bullish engulfing candle now. If you look over here to QQQ, what did they manage to do? Same thing, gap down, pump up. So we got a lower high, we got a lower low, but we did not actually close below the low. I think a lot of this came in as it relates to Tesla. Tesla was on fire today, right? Strong push off the 50 MA. And I think this might be in the back of the Cybertruck. I don't know if this is going to be a buy the hype, sell the news, because I saw this article that was published by Bloomberg today, and this does not get me those warm and fuzzy feelings about the Cybertruck. Musk's Cybertruck is already a production nightmare for Tesla. The Tesla CEO was tagged his debut pickup with some of the same phrases he used to describe the Model X, Tesla's lowest volume vehicle. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. So is this going to be buy the hype, sell the news? We'll find out. But the fact is, the stock market went up, and Tesla definitely helped it today. So we can't ignore that. But moving on to number 3, this is where the close of the month and the close of the week will be particularly notable. So if we look at that seasonality chart one more time, let me just bring it back here. Here we go. So the other thing we talked about, just to make sure we understand levels, we talked about low, higher, low, higher, low. This should be a higher low. What does that mean? If we go back to SPY, we should not be going below this area here at 438.42. Okay, so that would be a higher low. And then we think about previous resistance should turn into support. By the way, we went over this in grave detail on the morning stream if you want to go through that. So as I was thinking about this, I kind of see this area here as our previous top. So there's our previous top. And now we're looking for a back test. So that would be our previous top. We would come all the way down potentially to here, and then resistance would turn into support. That's what I'd be looking for. I'm looking for 439 to hold the support, which I've already identified here. We have strong resistance on 452. So on the daily chart, hey, 440 seems like really important. On the weekly chart, hey, 440 seems really important. It would be a higher low versus this previous candle, and previous resistance would act as support. That's exactly what we want to see as we're going higher, notably because we don't know if we're building a staircase of support as we go higher, because the volume is not confirming it. And we have an inside bar right now. So 456.38, 456.27, marginally lower high, but technically not quite there. Moving on to the monthly chart. Well, I've shown you this pattern a number of times, which led to a 45% rally last time. Incredible move. But what we need to do is to close over this previous candle high. Oops, let's go back here to S&P. So we're currently over it. We would have to have a monster drop to lose 4-38. So I think we're likely gonna keep that. And that's the reason why I'm calling the market made of Teflon. What's Teflon? Let's go through and read more about it. So I gave you the cheat codes. If you enjoyed or got any value from this, again, please consider subscribing to the channel. I publish these stock market videos every single day, but just smashing the thumbs up would go a really long way too. I'm trying to add as much value as I can, because if the roles were reversed, this is what I would like to see from a host. I'd like to see a little bit more of understanding as it relates to what exactly they do. So let's talk about Teflon, because what exactly is it? Well, it stops things from sticking. So Teflon, that's what the market appears like, right? You throw anything bearish at it, man, it doesn't stick. Everything is bouncing. And here's a joke, okay? So we got through all the good stuff. Now let's talk about what's the Teflon Don? John Gotti? He was later given the nickname the Teflon Don after 3 high-profile trials in the 1980s resulted in acquittals, though it was later revealed that blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter, right? The Teflon Don. Well, the former president kind of seems like a Teflon Don too. So if you look at the images here, they show 2 people. And it doesn't seem to matter what comes at them. They just dodge it. It gets pushed off. So I find that really interesting. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with the broader market. It looks like it's Teflon. So there's 2 ways we can cool off indicators. We can cool off indicators by going down, or we can cool off by going sideways. Pop, flag, pop, flag. So as long as this flag holds, the price action on S&P looks very similar to this line chart here. We're just ready for the potential we could move lower. And right now we're seeing more positive news. So what I want to see this continue. And we'll look at a couple of charts to wrap up the show here. Right, 12 more hostages freed. This looks excellent. And this is only from about an hour ago. So it's the latest swap. The truce has been extended. This looks very constructive. Why? Because they're extending the truce. And this is a very devastating thing. It's been really bad what happened to Charlie Munger. This is equally bad. I'm really happy for the positive news. And certain asset classes are not waiting. So when we think about what would be an inflation, the Fed's going to stop hiking rates, and we're going to see inflation come down, which we're going to get a reading on later this week. Again, we get that on Thursday, I believe, with a PCE. So I would expect gold to absolutely crush it. And gold is also rallying because I believe that people are feeling a little bit more secure in their investments. So if we look here to a very high time frame chart, let's actually go all the way to our monthly. And this would be our strongest monthly close ever for gold. We can see that here by going to a line chart. Whoa, record closing high. That looks pretty strong. That's up by 1.5% today. That's a huge move for gold. If you look over here to crypto, it's up by another 10% of the month, closing at or near the high of the month, which implies we're likely going to see more upside. And remember, the Bitcoin, right, as I like to call it, the Bitcoins have been leading the market. We talked about how November is traditionally the strongest month of the year, and then in December we get follow through. What do these candles here show us? This looks exactly like another pattern. Pay attention to those, because as we go back here to our pattern, look what I have circled here. I got these two boxes circled. They're red boxes. And we look here. Oh my goodness. This looks like November. And this pattern right here looks almost identical. The two candles, forget everything else, right? All I'm looking at is the rally. The rally looks very similar to Bitcoin. So if what I'm looking for is a repeat in 2023, meaning right now, can we get that same thing happening here? Right? I'm watching for it. That's the bull case. So that's today's video. I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for tuning in. If you want to learn more about our algo system, you can see that video over here on the right-hand side, where you can take advantage of our biggest sale of the year, currently on for a few more days. If not, the weekend deep dive is also on the channel, and you can come back tomorrow for a pre-market show to see how we're going to shake out and where we're going to go. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.